Hey guys, it's Makia. I wanted to start this YouTube channel as an accountability with me and along my journey and everything that I'm doing. Um, I am working on losing weight. I'm also working on CrossFit and I'm wanting to eventually get into powerlifting. But with this first video, um, I wanted to introduce who I am and a little bit about my backstory. Um, to start off, I wanted to talk about my sister a little bit. My sister was 7.5 years older than me, and when she was 28 years old, she ended up having a pulmonary embolism and ended up dying at 28. Some of the issues had to do with her PCOS. Some of the issues had to do with she was overweight that caused it, and other issues is that she had a very sedentary lifestyle. She has three beautiful kids and a husband, and it was just too soon at 28. Sorry about the cat. um, so about my backstory, I have always been overweight since I was probably around, since I was actually really little. I was fairly slender until I was about 6, from like 3 to 6 when I did beauty pageants. And then I started getting heavier. Wasn't huge, but I was still overweight for my size. I was always very short and stocky. But I also, from all through elementary school, I did a lot of sports. Soccer, football, basketball, volleyball. I did softball one year. But as I got a little older, I started focusing on music and theater, and sports and fitness kind of went to the back burner. And I started getting lazy, which I've always been lazy, so can't really blame that on music and theater. But I ended up having an injury that we don't know if it derived from falling down the stairs or if it derived from multiple bad theater falls. But I have 2 ruptured discs, spinal stenosis, and degenerative disc disease. So when they told me that, they also said that I can't run, I can't do forward bends, I can't do back bends, and it limited a lot of the things that I was allowed to do. Can't do yoga, can do Pilates, but cannot do yoga. When I went to college, I lost some weight. I went from probably around 190 to about 175. Had a horrible situation go on freshman year. Gained all of it back due to stress, plus more. Then I went through college, stayed pretty close to 190, 200, most of it. After I graduated, and during my last year, I started fighting. I did medieval reenactment with the Society for Creative Anachronism. Went through a lot of stuff with that. I'll go through a few things in future videos about some things that I've gone through. But I ended up training super hard for an entire year, where I was training 3 to 4 times a week, going to Murfreesboro, Nashville, Clarksville in Tennessee. I was going to Alabama every weekend, Georgia, just fighting and training and fighting and training. I went from 205 pounds to 174 pounds. I looked awesome, but I was not in a good mental state. So when stuff kind of hit the fan, I gained it all back. And I was having family issues back home because I was 4.5 hours from home. Grandparents weren't doing great. So I decided that I wasn't in the best mental state for me. So I packed up all my stuff and moved back home to where my family lives. Stopped fighting completely. Joined CrossFit. I enjoyed it, but I was still not in a good mental state. So I went for probably about 6 to 8 weeks and liked it, but not in a good mental state. So I stopped. I did some more theater with the local theater group. And then I've been here for about 2.5 years. In May of this year, the gym ran this special where it was 4 months for $120. And I'm like, hey, I've got a good job. I've got the money right now. Let's get back to it because I know I enjoyed it when I did it. And I can do weightlifting because the first time around was the first time I'd ever done any kind of weightlifting. And I was told that, hey, you could be good at this on a few different lifts. So I came back and I would only go during weightlifting days 2 to 3 times a week for about a month in May and early June. And then I stopped because we had a show coming up for the local theater group again. And I stopped going. Well, the coach decided to message me every week going, the gym misses you, the gym misses you, the gym misses you, the gym misses you. Because I had paid for all summer and was not going. So I went, fine, I will come tomorrow. So on July 29th, I came and didn't drink enough water. Did the warm up. Was like, hey, the squats could be something I'm interested in. Well, I did not drink enough water and I ended up knees locked, passed out, standing up. And I was like, I'm dizzy. My ears hurt, I'm dizzy. Why is everything spinning? I can't see anything. And just straight up went. He said I went from tan to green to white. He gave me this drink while I was out, and I started slowly waking up. And as the other person was still working out, I started crying hardcore. And he looks at me and goes, why are you crying? I don't know. But all that was going through my brain was, I am really unhealthy. I don't want to die by the time I'm 28. I don't want to see my family go through that again. So since that day, my diet's not been the best lately, and that's kind of why I need this accountability. But I've been going probably around 4 to 6 times a week. Most weeks I'm going 5 to 6 days a week to CrossFit, and I'm getting stronger and I'm getting better, and I'm deadlifting 265 pounds. I am back squatting 225 pounds. I hate snatches because I suck at form, but I'm getting better all the time. My endurance is up. I'm happier. I'm in a good place, and I want to keep making these videos, telling stories about some things in my past that's made me who I am. I also want to start a little series because I think it's funny. I apparently don't look white, so I want to tell some stories of people that have decided to make it obvious that they don't think I'm white. and I will start some of those videos fairly soon. And like and subscribe to my video, and invite your friends, and follow me on Instagram. It's Mekia Song Dora. So it's MEKIA SONGDORA. And that's just depending on how you know me. Mekia is me. Song is my SCA name. And Dora is, I look like Dora the Explorer. So that was my camp name. Well, see you next time.